So you've got to try and create yourself and make yourself in such a position that you are indispensable. So you want someone to smile at you. Why don't you smile at someone first? You want someone to be kind to you. Why don't you be kind to someone first?
Way, because without family you're nothing. So family is everything.
Basis. How can you be a blessing to someone else today? I do believe that would make this world a much better place.
Hello, it is Sistastalk with Sephiny Smart. It is Sistastalk Series 1.2. It will be the concluding part of our Sister of the Day. This is Ajala. However, I always believe you can't give what you don't have. If you're not wise, you can't give wisdom. If you know, you know. Okay? If you get them, you get them. But if you don't get it, you don't get it. Okay, I ain't talking in terms of material things, but it is important that you can only give what you have. In other words, we need to go back. We need to learn. We need to read. We need to empower ourselves, basically. We need to just pause, step out and walk towards empowering ourselves, being better and being a better you. So what it means is empower yourself. Be better for it. Go out of your way. Learn something. Don't go around giving relationship advice if you don't actually know what it takes to keep a relationship. So at the end of the day, you can't give what you don't have. Automatically, all I'm saying is empower yourself. It is Sistastalk with Sephiny Smart, and it's time for us to meet our Sister of the Day.
My favorite author, I'll say Peter Drucker. I would have said John Maxwell, but I'm beginning to enjoy Drucker nowadays, so I'll say Peter Drucker. As an educator, as a parent, as a mother, as a wife, some of the things that have helped me to succeed in having a work-life balance between the home and work and be able to bring up children has some of them include relationship, making friends with my children. My children must be comfortable to confide in me, to share their thoughts with me. That was key for me, and I grew that relationship. It's not going to happen overnight. If you are not there, you must be there for your children. If you are not there for them as a parent, it's like a bank account. You deposit so that when it is time to withdraw, it's easy to withdraw. But if you've never been there for them, it's not something you wake up to and not want to have a close relationship and intimate. It's something you grow by being available for your children. So that is very key. It's also important that in doing that relationship, I get to know the friends of my children. I'm aware who they are friends with. I'm also friends to them and to their parents, so that it gives me an idea of the values of the friends they are relating with. That, this person is your friend. I'll make sure the parents of that person is also my friend. I'll get to meet them, to know them, so that I can know if we share the same values. So that not when you are not under me, you go there, is something else they are teaching you. That is also one of the things. Again, I also try to make sure that I carry them along. I don't assume that they shouldn't know what is happening. I tell them, if there's no money, there's no money. We're all going through it together. If there's money, there's money. We're all going through it together, so that they are not in any doubt. Many times parents want to shield their children from challenges, and they carry the burden. Why should I carry the burden alone? It's for all of us. So when it's a dry season, it's a dry season. Everybody knows it's a dry season. When it's a good season, it's a good season. We all know it's a good season. So openness has also helped a lot in my relationship with them. There are many times, of course, when you just want to give up on a lot of things and all that. Initially, I used to get a bit angry. Why are things not going the way they should go and all that? But with over the times, with experience, with age, with growing up, and with a closer walk with God, I've gotten to that point where if something is not going well, I just know that it's just a way of God telling me that's not the way, that's not the path I want you to take. It's another path. So I've gotten to that level of complete resignation into God's hands. If it doesn't work, it's definitely because that's not the purpose of God for me. If it does work, then things are going to work in concert to make it work. and I'm going to do my part also. In looking at how I've been able to manage time and to be punctual at many of the events I have to go to, I've learned to prioritize every day. Now, yesterday, the things I didn't do that I think I need to carry forward today, I bring them forward. I do a daily schedule to see what today will look like, and I try to fit in that, okay, 10 to 11 I have this, 11 to 12 I have this. But at the same time, I also leave a flexible amount of time left in case of unforeseen circumstances and events. It's not that it's a rigid timetable that must go back to back, but it gives me time to be able to attend to other people and to other things that might crop up and are not in my daily schedule. And because I'm also aware that time is important, time is money, is a trait that I've built up over time, because I can imagine what I can achieve in an hour of maybe reading a book or doing an online course for an hour or something. And so I try to manage my time with a proper timetable. This is going to happen today, this is going to happen today. And I don't take more than 3 or 4 that I can manage in a day. And then I'm able to go on to other things. I think having stability at home gives me the inspiration to also face my day. If the home front was not stable and peaceful, I do not think any inspiration will last me the entire day. So that has also been a great inspiration to me. And of course, God, every day. When I'm not working, I don't know whether I will call reading relaxation. I read a lot. When I'm not working, I read. I also like to party. I like to go to parties a lot. I love dancing a lot. At times, even at home, I can put in a CD and dance and dance and dance. I love dancing. I love watching African movies. Something that people, I would say, don't know about me. Because I give a very professional outlook, they don't know that within me, it takes just very little for the tears to start falling. It could be something as simple as, somebody doing well in something. I'll just be crying out of joy that, wow, she achieved so, so I'm not sure a lot of people know that about me. The things I could have done differently are probably the things in the business side of my life. I am very averse to taking loans and borrowing money. I'm very scared of owing people. And in business, I think at times you need to take a loan to expand your business, I should have taken a big loan long time ago and expanded my school beyond where I am. So that I'm going to remedy. That I regretted I didn't do a long time ago. In going forward, the bigger picture for me is, one, to be able to, education-wise, move our school to a permanent site. And we want Ladela School to be a reference point of what education is and how schools should be run in Nigeria. We have a passion for that, and we want to do that. Also, we hope to be able to set up a university in years to come.
If you're just joining in, it is Sistastalk with Sephiny Smart, where you get to meet all the outstanding women all over the world who are willing to share their experiences, their insights, their challenges, their experience, all with the great intention to impact us positively. Where we do have a special segment, it is the Manners and Grace segment. Stay with us.
It's still Sistastalk with Sephiny Smart, and this is the segment we call Manners and Grace. My name is Helen Victor Ebaleme, and at Manners and Grace we work with you to smoothen your manners and sharpen what you need to know regarding societal expectations. Today we're going to be talking about eating out and dining etiquette. At some point in your career, you're going to eat out or you're going to be invited to eat out. So here are a few do nots that we'll share with you. The first is arriving late. Please do not arrive late. The general rule of thumb when you're invited to anywhere to eat is to arrive between 15 to 20 minutes early. That is general rule of thumb. By this action, you're showing that you have respect for the other person's time and your time as well. Secondly, staying on the phone is bad manners. So while you're out eating with your audience, please keep your phones out of sight. While you're on the phone, your action is just showing that you rather wish you were somewhere else. So stay off your phone except it's really important, and then you ask permission and you excuse yourself and you use your phone. So now the proper meal has started and you reach over other people. Reaching over others is a big etiquette don't. So you're sitting across the table from someone and you want the salt to be passed over to you. Please ask. Ask, that's why we have a mouth, okay? So ask the person across from you or whoever it is that's nearest to the salt, and then it's passed across to you. Another etiquette don't is ordering alcohol when no one else is. You would look like a sponge and someone who drinks, basically. So except alcohol generally is on the menu, please do not order alcohol. The next point, which is a big etiquette no, is monopolizing the conversation. At a formal dinner or even an informal one, and everybody's chatting, don't talk about yourself and don't let your voice be the only one that's being heard. Listen more and ask more questions. It just generally makes for more interesting conversation. So please don't hog the conversation. Another hint about a big etiquette do not is starting to eat before others. So your menu comes before everybody else's. You don't tuck in and start to eat. It just generally makes you look very bad. So the general rule of thumb is hold on until others get served and then everybody starts eating round about the same time. Please do not chew with your mouth open. That is a huge etiquette do not. Do not chew with your mouth open and do not make any sounds. So the sounds would include slurping, smacking, or just generally making any sounds at all with your mouth. So nobody wants to see what's going on inside your mouth, please. Number 8, etiquette do not, is placing your teacup face down when you have finished your tea. I see that happen a lot. And some of us delve into the long olden day tales about how some past leader of ours went abroad and his cup was, being filled when he didn't want it. On a serious note though, please, when you're done drinking your tea or coffee, leave your teacup face up. Very important. The 9th one is picking your teeth. That's a huge etiquette do not. Do not pick your teeth in public. Do not pick your teeth at the table. If you feel there's something in between your teeth, please excuse yourself and go pick your teeth somewhere else. Number 10, filling your teacup to the brim. That's an interesting one. A lot of people feel, oh, well, you were invited for the meal, so you take maximum advantages in it. And then you fill your teacup to the brim. And then probably if you had to walk across the room to fill the cup and come back, you start walking gingerly because you can't balance and things are spilling. Seriously though, the general rule of thumb is to fill your teacup just slightly above the 3/4 mark. That's where your cup, that's where the content should go. That's how far. Number 11, keeping elbows on the table, just like how I'm seated now. That's a big etiquette don't for dining. You do not rest your elbows on the table. Your elbows should be under the table on your lap. And even if you're eating, you go this way. Your elbows don't rest on the table like that. And finally, some people would say, well, I was invited to eat. Why do I need this rule? But my final tip for the day, a big etiquette do not, is assuming someone else will pay. Yes, you were invited, we know, but just supposing the person, has some other ideas that, yes, I'm the host, but I'm not going to pick up the tab. And then you don't have any money on you. How embarrassed would you be? So do not assume someone else will pay. And even if you have that assumption, always bring along with you some money in case you need to pick up your tab. So with those 12 hints that we just shared, I'm hoping that we'll be better diners out and we'll be more gracious guests when we're invited to eat out. And this has been Helen from Manners and Grace. Thank you very much.
My wise words are, hard work never kills. In this era where we have a lot of people that want shortcuts to arrive at riches, and they think hard work is for the old-fashioned people, it's important to let people know that you work hard, you see the results. It never kills you. Also, Another set of wise words I would want to also leave is be the change you want to see. Many times it's easy to quickly criticize and to condemn things that you have no idea how it is. Shoes you've never walked in, you are quick to condemn. It's just like what we're going through in Nigeria now. What is the government doing? What is the president doing? Nobody is walking in his shoes. It's quick to condemn. But in your own little corner, the change you want to see, start with yourself. Be the change you want to see. And if each and every one of us begins to do that, the entire change will eventually come.
Whoa. So much to take in and definitely a lot to learn. Well, I do want to say thank you for watching. Please kindly join us next time, same time, for more of our Sistastalk series to meet other delightful sisters. However, please like and subscribe to my page. Share it amongst your friends. Just like, subscribe, and don't stop sharing. And like I said before, empower yourself, because you can't give what you do not have. I remain Sephiny Smart, like I'm always some all the time. Have an impact.